Hello, it's Nancy from the County Library, and we're here tonight to talk about something really fun. Bubbles! Bubbles are fun, but they're also science. So I'm gonna explain to you a few things about how to make bubble mix, and then different ways that you can create bubbles and big bubbles and caterpillar bubbles tonight. So we'll start first with how do you make bubble mix. You can buy it at the store, of course, but it's very simple to make, so you can easily do it at home. All you really need is water and some dishwashing soap, preferably the kind that is not the ultra, but just the regular old soap. And if you want extra long lasting bubbles, or add in some glycerin, okay? So it's 4.5 cups of water to a 1/2 cup of dish soap and 4 tablespoons of glycerin. That makes our magical bubble mix. So what are bubbles exactly? Well, soap bubbles are like a little sandwich. So here is our soap bubble. The black dots, the darker dots, are water. And the little, look like balloons with a little tail, those are our soap molecules. So it's like a little bit of water in between 2 layers of soap. The air that's on the inside of the bubble is always kind of pushing out a little bit, and the air that's on the outside is kind of pushing in a little bit. So that's what gives us something called surface tension. And surface tension is important for making bubbles. Okay, so what do you need to blow bubbles? You can make a little bubble wand out of just about anything. If you have pipe cleaners, they work terrific. All you got to do is bend it into a shape. Presto changeo. This one's kind of a little oblong. Dip it in your bubble solution, and we have bubbles. You can also use straws to make little bitty ones. I have little straws and I have bigger straws. Like I said, you can make them out of just about anything. You can even use cookie cutters. So let's try this out. If you notice anything about the shape of bubbles. Bubbles are always a sphere because that's the lowest surface tension that you can get for. Another fun bubble thing that you can do is to make a bubble caterpillar, and it's really easy. You take some kind of a soda bottle and you cut the end off, and then you take an old sock, probably not your favorite one in the drawer, and you slip it over it like so. I'm going to dip this in my bubble solution. It's made up of lots and lots of little bitty bubbles that came through the sock. So a fun experiment to try is to do that with different kinds of material on here. Like maybe try nylons or something thinner and see what happens. But there's my caterpillar. Isn't he cute? Now I'm going to show you how to make really big bubbles. And you have to make a cool device in order to make really big bubbles. You just need, I used some old chopsticks, but you could use branches or anything, some string, and something to weigh it down. We used some washers because they worked out pretty well for that. So you tie your string around one of your sticks, and then you put the washer or whatever weight you're going to use, you can use a key even, onto the string, and you want it to be in about thirds so it makes a triangle. So you're going to tie a knot onto the second stick, and then bring the rest of the string back over to the first stick and tie a knot there. So I'm going to show you how this works. Let's go over and try it out.
Yep.
Dip it in the solution and woo! So the key is to pinch it off. So that worked pretty well. Now we're going to make a really super duper big one. Let's try it. with Bubbles. Thanks for joining me. I'm Nancy from the County Library. Come join us at thecountylibrary.org.